Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make lesson plan for English grammar, and today's topic is noun and its kind. So, first of all, we're going to write the content analysis, in which we are going to explain what noun is and how it is divided into 5 parts. Then we have the terminology where we're going to explain what those 5 kinds of noun are. For example, proper noun, common noun, collective noun, abstract noun, material noun. Then we have the main idea, and then we have the main fact. Now for the objectives, we are going to divide the page into 2 parts. The first column is for objectives and the second column is for expected behavioral change. There are 6 objectives: knowledge, understanding, application, skill, aptitude, and interest. The expected behavioral change will be taught to you in the class. So whatever is taught, you can fill it here in this column. After objectives, we have the previous knowledge, the teaching points, and the teaching aids. The teaching aid includes general classroom equipment, charts, roller boards, etc. And then we have the teaching method. Teaching method is how the pupil teacher will teach the students. So the method used today is inductive, deductive method, questioning method. Then we have the introduction, which includes questions. Again, we're dividing the page into 2 parts. The first column is pupil teacher activity. It is what the pupil teacher will do. And the second is the student activity, which includes what the students must answer their pupil teacher. So in the pupil teacher activity, we have 6 questions. The pupil teacher will be showing the student this picture, and the students are asked to study the picture, and then the pupil teacher will ask some questions from this picture and the students will have to answer. So some of the questions that are asked are: who is skipping? So the students have to look at this picture and reply. Who is crying? Again, the student will look at the picture and reply, etc. The last question is always a problematic question. For example, the problematic question for this lesson is: Mary, Anu, Rohit, cat, bench, park. What do we call these words in grammar? So the student will have to answer this here. Then we have the statement of topic, which is: these words are noun. So today, we learn about noun and its kind. Now we have the presentation. For that, we are again dividing the page into 5 parts. The first part is teaching point. It is what the pupil teacher use is called. Then we have the pupil teacher activity. Then we have the student activity. The teaching aid is what the teacher pupil will use to aid them in teaching the students. And then we have the blackboard summary, which is what the pupil teacher will write on the blackboard. So the first teaching point is the definition of noun. The pupil teacher will write some sentences on the blackboard. Like here in the blackboard summary, we have those sentences. The sentences are: Nitin reads a book, Sonu lives in Mumbai, etc. The student activity is what the students will do. In the pupil teacher activity, the pupil teacher will ask questions related to these sentences and the student will have to answer them. After that, we have the drill and the practice. In it, the pupil teacher will write some sentences and the students will be asked to recognize the noun in those sentences. For example, the sentence is: Pooja went to Delhi. So the student will have to answer that the noun in this sentence is Pooja and Delhi. This is for this page. Now we have the type of nouns. Again, the pupil teacher will show a pen and ask a question from the student. For example, they can ask: what is this? Then the pupil teacher will indicate to a student, for example, the name of the student is Diksha. So the pupil teacher will ask, what is your name? And then the pupil teacher can ask the other students, where do you live, etc. So these are the questions. And the student will have to answer these questions. So this is the end of the presentation. Then we have the evolutionary questions. Evolutionary question is this. Ram is a good boy. What is Ram? Sham plays cricket. So in this question, the student teacher will underline one word, and they'll ask the student which word is underlined. Last, we have the home assignment. Home assignment is what the pupil teacher will ask the student to do at home. Those questions are usually related to the topic taught in the class that day. So for example, today we taught noun and its kind. So the home assignment for today is what is noun and how many kinds are of it, and make 10 sentences by using noun. So this is the home assignment for student. Thank you so much, and I hope you liked the video. Good night and bye.